Hi, this is Erin. I'm one of your instructors at Shine Yoga Center. Thanks for tuning in today. Today's practice is going to be a slow grounding flow to cultivate some steadiness. Before we get started, I want to make a quick comment about practicing at home. Certainly if there's anything that is uncomfortable, my suggestion is to stop and just please take care of yourself. So props, so at the studio, we have blankets and blocks, which we will use those in class today. I just want to make note that there's a lot of ways to find props around the house. So blankets, towels are a great substitution. Get a whole bunch of them, you can stack them up, you can use them in lieu of blankets and bolsters. And then a step stool is a good substitute for a block, maybe even a sturdy box could work. So bring yourself to a comfortable seat. As you're sitting comfortably for yourself, work towards knees at or below the height of your hips. And today I'm going to take something from the Yoga Sutras to share with you. So our second sutra in the Yoga Sutras, Sutra 1.2, is Yogas Citta Vrittis Nirodha. And the translation is loosely that yoga helps to calm the fluctuations of the mind. So that's good news for all of us right now. So Citta Vrittis are sort of like the mind chatter. Some people will call it the monkey mind. It's kind of like a yoga kind of lingo. The one thing I like to think about with vrittis is I also think of them personally as sort of like the twirlies. These are the things that sort of can get us spinning, and somehow we sort of get out of our body, and yoga is one way to help us connect back in, especially if we work with some tools that help us cultivate steadiness. So today we are going to use 2 blocks. So find your equivalent of those. You can pause as you need to kind of get yourself set up. And then when you're ready, please make your way to a comfortable seat. You can rest your hands on your thighs, or hands can rest in the lap. When you're ready, close your eyes or rest your gaze and just tune in to the flow of your breath. Our hips are grounding down. We can even feel gravity kind of help us pull and settle down into the earth. Settle in and connect with that heaviness. And from there, we can start to move into a little bit of some helpful alignment, stacking the belly over the pelvis, the heart over the belly, and then the head over the heart. So we've got pelvis, belly, heart, head, all in alignment. Bring your palms together. Hips are rooting down. Crown of the head gently reaches up towards the sky, and shoulders settle. We'll begin together with 1 Om. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Blink your eyes open. If you've been kind of spinning and twirling like me with everything that's been happening, I hope today will be a few tools to help to ground it down, finding some steadiness. So let's first start by grounding down into all fours, hands and knees. So please come to wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers wide. Settle here, grounding through the base knuckles of all the fingers, including the thumb. And breathe. Good. Extend your right leg behind you. Just move my props out of the way. Extend your right leg behind you, toes tucked under, calf stretch, lengthening the muscles here on the back of the leg. Inhale, exhale back to center. Second side. Exhale. Let's take knees behind the hips, toes are tucked under. Walk your hands forward. Let's come all the way up onto the tips of the fingers. Dome your shoulders up. Reach your hips back toward your heels. Extend the crown of your head toward your fingertips. We're coming into puppy pose. We're lengthening the spine. We're also really opening up the muscles, starting to open the muscles in the front of the chest. You might be feeling that even near the armpits. Be gentle here with the body. Plant your hands. Feel the groundingness, hands to earth. Tuck your toes under if they're not, and downward facing dog. Settling into downward facing dog, move through alternate heel press. Bend one knee deeply, send the opposite heel towards the floor. Continue moving through this motion. Come to a still place in down dog. Carefully walk your feet up to meet your hands. I'm keeping my knees bent in forward fold for now. I'm still warming up the hamstrings. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up to standing. With our feet grounded into the earth, reach your arms high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And breathe. Standing at the top of your mat, I'll turn towards you. Lift and spread your toes, feet are grounding down. Inhale, palms towards me. Reach your arms high up to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, palm towards me. Reach the hands out wide and up. Exhale, arms back down. Inhale, reaching the arms wide, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center and pause. Lift and spread our toes again, grounding down through the feet. Release your toes back down to the mat and breathe. So we're standing at the top of our mat. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. We're coming to downward facing dog. I like to call these baby vinyasas. Inhale, forward to plank. Bring your knees to the ground. Pull your belly button in towards center. Finding steadiness here in the core. Slow lower with the exhale down to the mat. Point your toes, stretch your legs long, tops of the feet connect to the mat. Side bodies long. Inhale, first cobra. Keep it slow, or keep it low and sweet. Long spine. From here, we're going to exhale. We're coming straight into child's pose. Take the child's pose that's comfortable for you. Hips rest back and down. When you're ready, back into downward facing dog. Alternate heel press. Still place in downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Knees down to the ground. Slow lower to the earth. Inhale. Low cobra. Exhale. Child's pose. Warming up the body slowly, but keeping things low to the ground, keeping the movement steady. We're coming into downward facing dog again. Let's move through alternate heel press again. All right, come to a still place in downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank, knees down to the mat. Holding steady in the core. Exhale, slow lower down to the mat. Inhale, long spine. And breathe. And exhale, we're coming back into child's pose again. All right, let's come into downward facing dog. Press the hands into the earth. Reach the spine long. Head reaches sort of forward towards your hands. Good. And ground your feet. Very good. All right, walk your feet carefully up to meet the hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, slowly rise up to standing. Reach your hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release. All right, we're heading into a standing pose, sort of baby flow here. So come to supported squat. So elbows pull back like they would for cobra. And then inhale, round your spine like a cat. Exhale, arch your back into standing cow. Inhale, round into cat. Exhale, release into cow. Continue moving with the flow of your own breath. Inhale, round into cat. Exhale into cow. This time on our inhale, we're coming up to standing. Exhale, supported squat. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, standing. Exhale, squat. Inhale, come up to standing, and now exhale, dive forward, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Knees can be high or modified to the floor. Exhale, lower, hover in chaturanga if you like. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look up at your hands, walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're warming up Surya Namaskar A. Let's move through Surya Namaskar A 2 more times. Move with your own breath. When you finish your second sun salutation, meet standing at the top of our mat in Tadasana. Hands at heart center. Good. Warming up, but using that slow, steady movement to help us find a little bit of connection in, grounding down. Good. So still standing at the top of the mat, I'm turning to face you. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Hold your right wrist, crescent over to the left. Stand really strong through your right leg. Inhale back to center, second side. Good. Inhale back to center and release. We're going to take our side stretch, but in a little bit of a different way. So open your palms towards me, reach your hands out wide. We're going to practice this movement because we're going to see it again in a few different variations of what we'll work on today. Now reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. Left hand reaches down towards the floor. Good, palms still towards me. See if you can take the left shoulder and rotate it back towards the back body. Good. And up towards center. And now left arm reaches towards the sky, right hand to the floor. Reach high with the top fingers and rotate the right shoulder, the lower arm out. Good. And inhale and release. Let's do some shoulder rolls. That feels good. And we can do our little yoga twist out. Good. So the interesting thing we're going to practice today is we're going to use this inspiration of Vrittis, the things that get us right on out there. We're going to use it as inspiration for our practice because we're going to work with some components of parivritta, the aspect of revolving through some really very accessible ways that we'll do some twisting. And that will all culminate. We'll practice parivritta trikonasana today. So let's continue with this grounding practice. It's going to help us move in this really connected, steady way. Come to the top of the mat. Lift and spread the toes. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Exhale, sit into Utkatasana. Breathe here. Good. We're going to work to anchor the hips down while reaching, lifting out of the low belly, long spine, long side bodies, reaching and breathing fully. Good. Exhale, hands to the mat. We're stepping the right foot back and we're coming into low lunge. Find your steadiness here. Take care of your back knee. Extra padding can help. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Legs ground down. And we reach out of the pelvis to lift the torso higher. Good, now we're gonna exhale the right hand down to the mat. Walk your right hand as far out to the right as you like. Gently rotate the heart open towards the left and reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa. Carefully walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale back to forward fold. We're going to step the left foot back in space. Right foot forward. And inhale, arms reach up. Then we're going to exhale, left hand down. And again, we can walk the hand as far out as we like. The further out, the more gentle the twist can be. And then rotate. And then see how much space we can cultivate here as we extend the arms long. Good. And take another full breath in. Hello. Exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Move through the vinyasa. And then walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale back to forward fold. Sit into Utkatasana and then extend and bring the torso up. Find your breath and inhale, come to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause. As we work the large muscle groups, quadriceps, things like that, the heat that builds can create some elevated energy. That's all right. We're going to keep harnessing that and finding time to pause so that we can continue to practice, even with the presence of heat, this great practice of steadiness. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit into Utkatasana. Sit a little lower. And exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. You can work in a vinyasa here if you like. If you do that vinyasa, when you get to back to downward facing dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forward between the hands. Hands up to the front thigh, high lunge. Keep power in the back leg. Settle in through the front knee. Knee is over the center of the ankle. Breathe here, and as you're ready, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Find your flow of breath. Good. On your exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa here. Inhale your left leg to the sky, left foot steps forward, high lunge. Bring your hands up to the front thigh. Good. Settle in through your front knee, just another 1/4 inch. Good. Power up the back leg. That's it. Everything's working together here. Good. So there's a lot of focus on the front leg in our lunges. Let's bring our hands to the hips. When we're ready, let's bring our hands overhead. So as we're on the second side here, we're super steady. Let's bring a little bit of attention to the back leg and even the back foot and heel. Energy is extending back and through and out the heel. That helps us keep this great engagement on both legs. Wonderful. Exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog, optional vinyasa. The great thing about practicing on a video is that if at any time you need a little break, you can press pause. All right, from downward facing dog, walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out here for another breath. On your next inhale, rise slowly up to standing. And exhale, sit into Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands. Come into downward facing dog. I'm going to check my notes. All right, down dog. Move through vinyasa if you like. When you come back into downward facing dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee. Open the right hip. Wiggle your toes. If you like Wild Thing, you can take Wild Thing here. You're going to bend the left knee and start to reach over. Lift the heart. Make sure the areas that are touching the earth are really grounding down. And then carefully come back through. And take the extended leg, everybody. Step it through to high lunge. Let's keep our hands on the mat. So on the front foot, I want you to bring a lot of attention to your right big toe. Of the front foot, the big toe, and then ball of the big toe. Press through the ball of the big toe. We're bringing the front leg toward straight. Don't push it if it's not going there. We're moving in the direction of straight. Bend the front knee again. And towards straight. So pulsing through straight leg lunge with some focus on moving steady and smoothly in a way that supports the experience we're having in our body today. Good. When we get back to a bent knee lunge, let's bring our hands up. We're heading into prayer twist. So you stay in high lunge. I'm going to turn to face the camera. What I'd like you to do in high lunge is I'd like you we all have the right leg forward. So if I look opposite on your camera right now, just know we're on the right side. I want you to bring your right hand to the back of the sacrum, like this. And then rotate and take your left hand on the outside of your left leg. This is a revolved lunge, all right? We're moving in the direction of prayer twist. This is great. Stay here if this is working for you. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, hook the left elbow outside of the right knee. Stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take the hand off of the sacrum, bring the palms together, press the elbow that's against the knee, outside of the knee, and create space here in the front of the chest. Good. Excellent. Exhale, unwind, downward facing dog. Move through vinyasa if you like. Hanging down dog. If you need a little breather, child's pose is great. I'm going to turn back around on my mat the other way. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, open the left hip. Power up the right arm, especially here. You can take wild thing if you like. Just enjoy this hip opening stretch. Wiggle your toes and your ankle. Come back to three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward, high lunge. And we're going to move through that sequence again of straight leg lunge. Press through the ball of the big toe on the left foot. Leg moves in the direction of straight. Rebending the front knee. So move through at your own pace. When your leg is in straight this time, let's all take an inhale together. Exhale to bent leg lunge. Bring your hands up to the hips. All right, left hand to the sacrum, to the low back. And right hand to the outside of the left leg. Good. Stay here. So the twist starting here, this is revolving action. And then maybe the right elbow outside of the left knee. Good. Hands might find each other here. Think about creating space as palms press together. And the right elbow presses against the left leg. Unwind, down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, move through your push-up, hover in chaturanga if you like. Long spine into cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Look up at your hands, hop or walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale back to forward fold. We're bending the knees as deeply as we can. Fingertips on the floor. And now we're inhaling, we're rising up slowly. Breathe here. Steady breath. Inhale again, exhale, reach up towards the sky, exhale, hands to heart center. Great job through those Surya Namaskar B variations. Really good. Okay, so next we're gonna move into Purvottanasana. Parshvottanasana. Yes, Parshvottanasana. So sorry. We're going to move into what we sometimes call pyramid pose. So what I'd like you to do is start with your right leg forward. Parshvottanasana. And left toes are turned out at like a 45-degree angle. Good. So hips are square. Press through the ball of the big toe on the right foot. Exhale, halfway forward. So I'm going to turn back towards the side view here. Excellent. And press yourself back up to standing. Step your back foot forward. Right foot steps back. So left foot forward, right foot back. Right toes turned out about 45 degrees. Hips square. Exhale. All right. Good. And then we're coming back up. All right. So once again, I apologize. I mixed up our Sanskrit names at the beginning. We're coming back to side one, right foot forward, left foot back. Left toes turned out 45 degrees. Heels are not intersecting here. This is Parshvottanasana. Okay, good. And we're squaring the hips. Same thing. If you want to take an alternate arm position, you could potentially take opposite elbows, holding opposite elbows. If you do reverse namaste arms, keeping the hips level. Good. Press through the ball of the big toe on your forward foot. And now go ahead and forward fold. You can round the spine here now as you like. All right, hands to the hips. Press through both feet. Inhale up to standing. Back foot forward, front foot back. Hands in the position of your choice. And then rounding the spine. Hands to the hips. Inhale, rise up, back foot steps forward. All right, we're going to take a wide leg forward fold. Take the feet wide, toes are pointed forward. So the feet are parallel with the edges of our mat. And as wide of a stance as what's comfortable for you. Hands to hips. Inhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. We're gonna work to keep the hips as level as possible. Head stays off the floor. All right. We're going to come halfway up. I want you to put your left hand out in front of you, right underneath your face. Come up on your fingertips, and then right hand to the sacrum. You're going to extend the spine long first, and then rotate, keeping the hips level. Rotate your heart towards the right, and now we're going to reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. Work the external rotation on both shoulders. Good. Exhale. Right hand down, so the right hand is in front of you on the floor, looking down at it. Left hand to the sacrum. Side body's long, spine long. Start to rotate your heart towards the left. And as you're ready, reach and extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. External rotation on both shoulders as you're able. Find your steady breath. Feet are grounded. Right hand is grounded. Exhale. Hands to the mat, back to forward fold. You can hold opposite elbows as you like. Hands to the hips, inhale, slowly rise up to standing. Heel toe your feet together. Good, and let's take a shoulder roll and a little easy twist. All right, we're gonna move through a standing pose flow for warrior, Parsvakonasana, and Trikonasana. Gonna start moving in the direction of Parivrtta Trikonasana. So let's come back to our wide leg stance. We're gonna turn the right toes out, left toes in. Inhale your arms towards me and then palms up towards the sky. Now palms back down towards the floor. You can see that we can rotate the shoulder. Good, so let's keep the palms up towards the sky. Bend your front knee. And then just the palms rotate back down towards the earth. Good. So settle in through the front knee just a little bit more. Reach your arms long, long, long. Take the gaze over the front fingertips. And as powerful as we are in the legs, in the fingers, and the hands and the arms, let's release our shoulders away from the ears just a bit. Good. All right. Right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm extends up towards the sky. If you're comfortable, it can go alongside your ear. Parsvakonasana. Good. All right, come up, straight leg. We're heading into Trikonasana. Right hand to the right leg. Reaching, keeping this area of our chest broad, open. Breathe here. Now, you can have your block, or perhaps hand finds the floor. So you've got 3 good options there. Leg, block, floor. And breathe. All right, press through both legs. Inhale, come up to standing, hands to the hips. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Palms to the ceiling. Palms to the floor. Palms back to the ceiling. Exhale, bend the left knee, and then just the palms, not the whole arm, but just the palms turn back down. Shoulders stay rotated out. Gaze is steady. Side angle pose. Back through Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, straighten the front leg. Beginning our movement into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Moving into your variation. Inhale, come back to center, hands to hips, toes forward, heel toe the feet together. Excellent. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, arms release down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to our side. Inhale, reach your arms high to the sky. Exhale, arms rest down and pause. We're going to set ourselves up for revolved triangle pose. What I'd like you to do is find 2 blocks or your equivalent. Blocks will be at the top of the mat. We're all going to start with the right foot forward. Actually, let's do, we'll do left foot forward first. Right foot steps back. So we're the distance similar to where we were earlier in Parsvakonasana. similar distance of the feet here, similar setup. What I'd like you to do is have the feet far enough away, but close enough together that we can square our hips, but we have to work a little bit to find that squaring action, working that alignment in a healthy way. All right, so we're gonna inhale, long spine, halfway forward. Find your block with your right hand, place it inside. Bring the block inside of your left foot. Good. We're going to walk that block forward just maybe a couple of inches. Good. Now rotate and revolve, holding hips steady and level. Side body's long. Rotate your left shoulder in external rotation and extend. This block can be at varying heights. Breathe as deeply and as steady as you can right now. You're going to be feeling a lot happening in the outside of your forward leg. Keep pressing through the ball of the big toe on your forward foot. Excellent. Exhale. Breathe here in your forward fold. Hands to the hips. Inhale, rise up. Great job. Step the back foot forward and the front foot back. Exhale, forward fold. Find your block. Right hand to the back of the sacrum with the right foot forward. Long spine. Begin to rotate the spine. Inhale, side body long. Right shoulder. External rotation, reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. Keep working hips square as much as possible. There's a lot happening here. Steady breath, steady body. Hello. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the hips. Inhale, slowly rise up. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, your arms up to the sky. Reach high. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Uttanasana. You can heel toe the feet a little bit wider. Hold opposite elbows. Hang a little bit here in forward fold. Good. Place your hands. We're coming back into downward facing dog. In preparation for pigeon, if you practice pigeon in the variation of being on your back and eye of the needle, go ahead and drop down to all fours, head over to your back and head into eye of the needle with right leg crossing over. If you're in pigeon with me, inhale your right leg to the sky, exhale right knee outside of the right shoulder, left leg down. So left toes can be tucked under or toes can be pointed straight, your choice. Holding the hips steady here. Come forward into the forward fold as much as you like. We have our blocks near us. So at this point in class, we can begin to wind things down. If you want to rest your forehead on a block, you can also stack your fists, resting the forehead down. I'd like you to take 2 more full rounds of breath here. At the end of your second exhale, torso comes up. Very good. Hands flat to the mat. If you're on your back, go ahead and stay on your back here. We're heading into a thigh stretch. So we've got some options. If you're in forward pigeon, reach back. Left hand for left foot. If you're on your back or this thigh stretch does not feel good to you, I'd like you to come onto your side, right side, and take your thigh stretch here. Take another full breath in wherever you are in your thigh stretch. Exhale. If you're on your back and eye of the needle, come to happy baby. If you're in forward pigeon with me, come to all fours or downward facing dog. Coming to the second side, left knee outside of the left shoulder. If you're in eye of the needle, that's going to be left ankle crossing over the right knee. Staying in this high variation of pigeon prep for as long as you like. If you take the forward fold, just remember you've got blocks where you can stack your fists. Take another full breath in. Exhale. Bringing the torso up, finding our thigh stretch on our second side. Just a reminder, we've got that option to lay on our side. So taking time to hold postures, even resting postures. So when we're in pigeon prep like that, and we have a place to rest gently our forehead. And these are tools that we learn that we can practice in order to help us find those places of steadiness and connection when the Citta Vrittis, when the twirlies are really quite present. Exhale. Let's all come to downward facing dog together. So if you're on your back, please roll over. Long spine here. Legs are grounding down, hands are grounding down. Breath is full. Together, let's inhale forward to plank. Scoot your props out of the way. Lower down to the belly. Inhale, long spine, cobra. Exhale, we're coming back to child's pose. Resting the forehead down, resting the body down. Excellent. All right, let's come gently onto our backs. We're setting up for bridge pose. Now, we are going to use one block in bridge pose. So if you've been using a step stool or something that's pretty high as your block in practice today, I'd like you to have something more like a towel handy for what we're going to do, a folded up towel or a few towels, because we're going to head into supported bridge in a moment. All right, so let's take feet flat on the floor, hip distance apart, heels are comfortable distance from your hips. Elbows close in, or arms close in, elbows bent, fingers up towards the ceiling. Let's keep the hands active, please. Press through the feet. Inhale, lift your hips, belly, heart, lifting into bridge. Back of shoulders are pressing down, back of head. Lift your chin just a little bit. Keep the healthy curve in our neck. And breathe. Good. If you take the hands and clasp them underneath the back, you can do that. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release your hips down. Let your legs extend long. Take your arms long overhead. All right, find your block, or whatever that equivalent is for you. We're heading into supported bridge. So So we're gonna lift up. I'm gonna take my block into its lowest position. It goes across the widest part of the hips. Let your hips rest down, palms up towards the ceiling. Now know that you can stay here for as long as you like. This is a great posture to help bring a bit of calmness, cultivating a bit of calmness in the body. In my class, I'll often talk about that this is even something great to do when you're getting ready for bed. Something to start to bring a little bit of relaxation to the body so that we can do what we need to do, which is rest. And as you're ready, lift your hips, take your block out from underneath. Stretch your arms long again, neutral spine, long body. All right, bend your knees. We're rolling over onto our right or left side. Good, and then help yourself up using your arms, and let's find our folded blanket or towel, whatever we had for us. Sitting on some height, and find your way to what is a comfortable cross-leg position for you. So you could have ankles crossed, or you could have ankles stacked one in front of the other. I'm going to take a manual inner spiral here just to really feel connected in my seated posture. Hands resting on the legs. Stacking belly, heart, and head. We're going to twist to the left. So right fingertips behind us. Inhale, lots of length into the spine. Gently rotate to the left. Exhale back to center. All right, we're taking right fingertips behind. Inhale, lengthen our spine. Exhale, rotate, twisting towards the right. All right, notice your next inhale, and exhale, come back to center. Soles of our feet together, Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Pressing the feet together, legs moving apart and down, inner thigh stretch. Forward fold, just as much as you like. Hands are great kickstands here. Inhale, walk your torso up. Good. We're going to take our legs wide. So sitting on height may work for you here. Some of us might want to come off our height. That's up to you. Toes, knees up towards the ceiling. Long spine. We're going to twist again. Left fingertips behind. Right hand, let's keep that in the center. Inhale, spine long. Gently just rotate towards the left. Exhale back to center. Second side. back to center, forward fold. Again, we can rest our forehead on our fists. Walk your torso upright. Great job today, everybody. All right, hands behind the legs. Let's lift them up. All right, we're going to head on to our back. What I'd like you to do is bend your knees, take your feet as wide as your mat, and windshield wiper the legs at your own pace. Let's bring the arms into cactus pose while we do this. Knees back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a good squeeze here. And bring the legs into happy baby. And stay right here in happy baby. If there's any movement you really enjoy in happy baby, like a little rocking back and forth or a single leg extension to the right and left, you can do those things. If there's something you like to do at the end of your practice, do that now. Good. And when you're ready, you're going to release. And I encourage you, even in your home practice, to take a few moments for Shavasana. Especially in these times when it feels like the uncertainty creates just a little bit of internal frantic energy. These moments of connection, body on the earth. Keeping the instruction for ourselves simple of just easy breath in and out. These are some real gifts from our yoga practice that can keep us feeling embodied in a way that feels purposeful, in a way that helps us feel steady. When we feel supportive and supported, it can be very powerful for us right now. If there's any feeling of effort or work or action that's still lingering in the body, in your body, let's take a full breath in now, and on the exhale, release. breath. Let your breath deepen a little bit. When you're ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, circle your wrists and ankles. If you'd like to, stretch the body long. Ready, bend your knees. Give yourself a good squeeze. Bring your knees into the chest. And then roll over to your right or left side. Take a few breaths lying on your side. And when you're ready, press yourself up to seated. Moment to find a seat that is comfortable for you. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And we'll finish our practice today with an Om. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for being with me today. I can't wait to see you all in person sometime soon.